This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the Law of Continuity. This card indicates that purpose and reason are connected to all that surrounds you. Continuity and balance. A thread of strength brings reason and understanding. Spiritual continuity provides us with a lifeline and with safety. Higher and lower selves merge. The understanding of two realities and two worlds blends. Connections are made, linkages are found, and bridges are located within. It's important to remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. Life is a mirror, so always be aware of the reflections around you, for they speak of other levels of consciousness available to you, and you are always able to make changes. You just must do the work. But it is always worth the effort, and the greater the effort, the greater the rewards. When working with the pyramid spread, the following insights can be applied to the Law of Continuity card. If your card falls in the circle for body or health, it indicates this is a time to take the hiccups out of life in all areas, especially when it comes to health of the body. Many different methods for establishing good health have been tried and changed over time. This can get confusing. Find what works for you and try not to change in midstream. Moderation is usually the easiest and safest way to go and will create a more stable flow of energy within you. The greatest focus should be for the internal health rather than the visible, physical reflection of the body. What's inside is of far greater import than the visual reflection in the mirror. Remember your priorities and take care of both in the proper order. Being consistent in all aspects of life enables you to keep the inner and outer flow constant. Whether it is the diet and exercise plan you have for yourself or setting a schedule for all aspects of life, continuity is important. This also applies to work and social interactions, as alone time and internal work. This does not mean that you become automatized, but rather flexible in your schedules and make sure there is a balance between internal and external elements in your life. If your card falls in the circle for the future, it indicates being open to subtle changes in your life opens you to greater freedom for your inspiration and creativity. Openings that call for you to change and expand will be frequent, so make sure you weigh all options before you make big changes. Your dreams often suggest alternative approaches to situations before you. Weigh them carefully, for they often are supplying unusual, though appropriate, solutions to sticky issues. There are many unique options that will be coming your way, try not to discount them, for they could very well lead to new alternatives that could catapult you into areas and arenas not considered before, but intriguing nonetheless. Your future is wide open, and the more unusual it gets, the greater impact it has on you and your reality. Though being conservative has often been your chosen pathway, you will find that your energy field will crave the creative and unusual. Stay within your comfort zone, but stretch a bit here and there, and you will find that much joy is created by going outside the lines from time to time. As doors open more easily for you in the future, you will get more secure by allowing yourself to flow with the energies into the realms not before experienced and yet familiar nonetheless. If your card falls in the circle for career and finances, it suggests that you allow yourself to be drawn to the directions that the spirit needs to flow in. Follow those inclinations of spirit, for they will not steer you wrong. Creatively speaking, make sure that there are always creative projects that are ongoing within your life, for that is what fuels your pathway and brings the element of life and light into whatever you focus in at the moment. You are drawn to elements that will enhance your life. So no matter how silly they may seem, follow through and try them on and see if they fit. The spirit within will always draw your attention to aspects of life that could enhance your reality, so listen and try. One never knows what one will find in the experience. Try never to change horses in midstream, but it is okay to change them after you've crossed the stream. Often with time, a career that was perfect at first grows stagnant and feels as though it isn't a fit anymore. This is the case for many, and it is absolutely appropriate to look for different outlets for your energy. The element of change is very much a part of your energy field. It need not be extreme, but change is needed often in order for you to continue to grow. If career does not fulfill the need, then it is appropriate to find change in other aspects of life, for the energy to continue to flow and the spirit to experience the elements that are needed for growth and evolution. If your card falls in the circle for the mind, it suggests that the pathway to the future is often sought, and while it is there, only hints are found now and then. To try and piece together directions and lessons laid down for the evolution of the spirit before incarnation is a fool's task, yet all of us try every now and then and try to sort it all out. You have intense thought processes, and when there are no other demands on your intellect, you do tend to ponder those puzzles of the future without having all the pieces. Often caught up in the meaning of the universe, you must get credit for the effort, if nothing else. You embrace complicated issues and find that the challenges sharpens your mind and opens you to areas not yet utilized within you. It is seeking more than the solving that energizes you and brings you greater pleasure. There are many moments when you stare out at nothing while you focus on issues within your mind that needed attention. Of your many attributes, it is the reasoning of your mind that you are most comfortable with. That suggests that there are other qualities within you that could be worked on to draw them to the same level as your mind. Consider the emotions and draw them into synchronicity and harmony with the mind, and then draw on the lesser areas. You want harmony in all aspects rather than dominance and neglect of other areas. If your card falls in the circle of love, it indicates this is an aspect that you protect carefully. The sharing of your emotions is precious to you, and you are cautious when opening to this aspect. A part of you yearns to share, and yet another part is most protective. Opening to harmony on an emotional level is a challenge. You have access to levels of expression that others do not, and yet you are careful about opening to them. When you do, the element of unconditional love comes into play, and this is something that you cannot control, so it is an area you approach cautiously. This is one of the areas that you are focused upon for this lifetime, one in which control is let go of and love is shared in unconditional ways. Finding the partner that equals your intensity is difficult, but not impossible. Pairing this quality, along with intense intellectual aspects, makes for an unusual harmony, yet one that could be amazing as well. True love knows no boundaries, and the intellect likes things neat and organized. This could make for sleepless nights and some very interesting and amusing situations. One to enjoy watching, yet not experiencing though. If your card falls in the circle of spirit, it indicates that this lifetime is one of finding balance in all areas of your life. It is almost as if you are a large level and always looking to bring that bubble into alignment within. No matter the circumstances, internally or externally, you seek balance and the flow of energies within. From personal issues to deep spiritual issues, you look for balance and understanding. This appears to be a time when your spirit is making ready to open you to greater levels of cosmic understanding and wisdom, and that it is best achieved when there is balance within so that all areas get the same amount of energy, and you are not knocked out of balance into a spiral out of control for a while. There is an inner evaluation and lessons that are repeated to confirm that all that was needed has been achieved and learned. In a way, the spirit is organizing and taking stock, making ready for another download of information that will greatly expand the scope of what has already been assimilated. Moving into new areas of insight and wisdom will open you to greater understanding to the journey your spirit is on, and how a single lifetime can be so very important to the whole process. This is a very exciting time, and the balance you maintain will help the evolution process go that much easier.